Yeah, that with the lake.
Yeah, almost in the lake.
Good times. I'll grab my coffee, can I take?
Big crowd.
Yeah, massive crowd. Morning, guys.
Morning.
So what did we discuss yesterday?
Head-on collision.
Head-on collision. What were the takeaways?
Try to avoid it.
Yeah, that might be one that.
Steering forward.
Scan forward, first offense.
Leave yourself
Stay in
an
the
out.
right lane.
Leave yourself an out. What did you say?
Stay in the right
Stay in the right lane. And last, remember we had the final takeaway?
Leave yourself an out.
Well, yeah, it was leave yourself an out, but if you need to, you take the ditch, right? So that leads us into today's topic. Today we're going to talk about rollovers, okay? This is not because of a stigma or anything like that, but it's a good place since we left off with that as our final takeaway yesterday. So, if you have to take the ditch, you have a likelihood of a rollover, right? So what are some things that you need to be thinking about when you take a ditch?
What's the steepness of it?
Steepness of it, okay.
Angle.
Angle. Angle is very important. Same thing as steepness, basically.
The speed you're entering at.
Speed, making sure you're slowing down. How about how you're holding onto the steering wheel?
Both hands.
Both hands, that's important, yeah. But
Squeezing the hell out of it.
actually, that's
Wearing
the
your
one thing you
seatbelt.
don't want to do. You want to actually keep your arms so that they're slightly flexed at the elbow, because if you have them straight, a lot of people break their arms when they do that. Hyperextend your elbows.
Yeah, 'cause you might hit something with that front wheel, and that steering wheel's gonna turn.
Well, it's not just that, but it's a sheer impact going forward, and that hyperextend your elbows, breaks your arms. How about stuff inside the cab? What does that stuff become?
A weapon.
Projectiles, weapons, yeah. So what do we need to do to make sure that we don't have that happen?
Clean your dash.
Clean your dash, definitely.
Secure everything.
Secure everything. Now, I understand we don't all have job boxes on the trucks, but we do need to try to keep stuff organized. How can we organize stuff?
Or housekeeping, clean your cabs out.
Yeah, housekeeping. Taking the stuff that you don't need out, right? How about the stuff that you do need?
Secure it somehow.
Maybe get a tote or something.
Get a tote, that's a good idea. Or a bucket, or... Joe actually has a bucket in his passenger side that has all of his stuff organized in there. So it's all packed in there nice and tight, so that if something were to happen, it should just ride right up into the bottom of the dash. So that's one good alternative to not having a job box. What are some other things that we need to worry about when it comes to rollovers? How about egress or leaving the vehicle after a rollover? You guys think of what some challenges would be?
Try to shut the power off if you can.
Trying to get a door open.
There you go, trying to get the
out,
door open.
yeah.
That's kind of towards the end,
Yeah,
is making
yeah.
sure the power's shut off. But
Okay.
trying to,
See if you're alive to get the door open.
so what are some obstacles with that, with just the door?
Well, if you're laying on your side, you're gonna be trying, one door you're not gonna open. The other door, you're gonna be trying pushing it up. You got no place to stand. So,
So,
your best bet is don't even drive in the ditch.
well, yes, definitely.
Go home.
But you hit on quite a few key topics on it. Making sure that you get reoriented before you start trying to open a door, or before you release yourself from the seatbelt. Because you might not even realize that your door is up in the air, and then you go to release yourself from the seatbelt because you're already leaning on something, and you slam yourself all the way across the cab.
Yep.
I know this because of Heat Trainer, which is a rollover trainer for the guard, and I messed up my neck about a year ago doing it.
Ask Ron how hard it is to get out of a truck.
Yeah. It's not fun.
Nope.
So what are some of the takeaways today?
Stuff you gotta make, stuff that you have in the cab, make sure it's secured somehow or another, that if it goes flying, it ain't gonna come flying towards you.
Okay, very good. What else we got?
Keep your arms loose when you're staring into it.
Keep your arms loose. Don't stress out. It's your natural reaction.
Yeah.
Right?
Angle approach.
Angle and approach, yep. And last but not least,
Get yourself orientated before you try to get out.
very good.
And when in doubt, can't get the door, take the windshield out.
Basically, make sure you're oriented. All right, let's have a safe day.
Say weather.